Yeah, so this latest coup has come about because the Ali Bongo, the incumbent president, he took over from his father in 2009. His father had been in power from the mid 60s. Um, so the recent elections, he's claiming to have won. The military disbelieve him, and the military have ousted him. But the last elections, for every 7 years, the presidential elections there were in this time of year, but 2016, so 7 years ago. Um, and I was there the following January, so it's quite a while later. And I'm not going to pretend in any way to be an expert in Gabon, Gabonese politics, Gabonese history. But what happened was Jean Ping, who was then the leader of the opposition, he was holding a press conference, and I thought it'd be good to go and just sort of find out what opposition figures thought about the Cup of Nations going on, because obviously there's enormous expenditure, new stadiums, for a country that's in many ways desperately poor, although it's got enormous resources from oil. Uh, what do the opposition feel about that expenditure? So that was my logic. I got a taxi from outside the villa where we were staying, um, and I've been told this press conference is happening at Ping's residence. That's what I said to the driver. Like, my French is not great. I might have got it wrong. He might have got it wrong. Either way, that's not where he dropped me. He dropped me at the campaign headquarters from that election, and you just get a vibe about a place if something's wrong. And I knew straight away this wasn't where the press conference was happening. There's nobody about. It was this 5-story concrete building. There's sort of across the front, I think from the second floor balcony, there's this sort of old campaign banner that was sort of drooping. And the door was round the back. Went down this driveway to the left of the building. There's a car park round the back. Went in the door. There's still nobody about, and I'm sort of aware that the windows are broken. And then as I go in, there's chairs have been ripped apart. The doors have had the locks hacked out and they're hanging loose. And then I went into a room on the first floor, still just looking for somebody to tell me where I was meant to be. And on the wall were all these streaks of what I was pretty sure was blood, handprints, fingerprints. And it was one of those things where I sort of knew what it was, but my brain wouldn't process it. And as I was sort of going through this, what have I walked into here? A caretaker turned up, said, "What are you doing?" And I sort of said, "Oh, no, I'm looking for this press conference." He went, "Oh, no, you need to be in the residence." And he took me and showed me where the residence was, like 5 minutes walk away, 10 minutes walk away. But then when the press conference had finished, and Ping actually took all the British journalists who were there, he took us aside and we had coffee with him afterwards, because he was very keen to put his point of view to the Western media. As we left, I sort of said to a couple of the other journalists, "Look, I think we should go back to the campaign headquarters, because something's not right there. I think there's something really serious has gone on there." And so we went back, and as we sort of looked at it more analytically, you could see there were bullet holes in the wall. There was broken glass everywhere, and we became certain this was blood on this first floor room. And so we found the caretaker and sort of said what happened, and he put us in touch with people who'd been there. And over the sort of 2 or 3 weeks that followed, we were slowly able to piece together what had gone on. So what had happened was, on the election happened in August. Ping, the initial report suggested Ping had won in 7 of the 9 regions. But Senap, which is the Gabonese electoral board, they hadn't declared the result. And as time went by, the opposition was starting to think, hang on, this is going to be taken from us. And on the 4th day, they gathered to demonstrate. They marched towards Senap to demand the result. As they were on that march, the result was declared that Bongo had won. A riot broke out. The parliament was set on fire. So when I was there, there was scorch marks on the side of the parliament. I don't know if they're still there or not. The police fired tear gas and then bullets. A lot of the protesters went back to the campaign headquarters, and then that night, the security forces, whether they were mercenaries or the presidential guard, that seems unclear. They went in and cleared it out. And from what I was able to find out, I would say with absolute confidence 29 people were murdered that night. My suspicion is it's a lot higher.